Hello guys, welcome back to another episode. So I was here AFK at our little automatic bartering farm, right? You guys remember this? And came over here and looked at this thing. Now, you guys, I'm gonna let you guys take a look at this. Give it a second here. Just take a look at this contraption here and see if you can tell me what's maybe wrong with this. Right? We have our item filters set up. We have this little ice thing that shoots the items across. Here's our items filtered in here. Yeah, why do we have this hopper line going across the top like this? Also, I had a completely different project in mind. We're still going to do that, but we need to fix this first. If you guys don't know what's going on here, the point of this ice thing is to send the items across quickly so they don't like get held up by a hopper line. What's happening here is the items are just going here in this first one and just like slowly filtering down. Now this would work. This works, but we don't need all this. We could just put it in right here below these guys and just like send it through. There's no point of having this ice thing. Instead, we have this setup, this weird, dumb setup. But yeah, I noticed this and it's kind of goofy because like these ones will start to fill up with items. And the next thing you know, you have like items dropping into hoppers over here, but they were supposed to be sorted back here. Yeah, it's a whole mess. It's just a big mess. Okay guys, it's now fixed. So we now have the item filters on level with the ice. All we did, we just moved it up a block. Cool, wonderful, excellent. This is now fixed. Onto our real project for today. We are back in the industrial district. I want to build another farm, and the farm that we're going to tackle is this one today. I am actually running out of cobblestone, so that's what we're doing today. We're making a little mini AFK version TNT blower upper thing that Ilmango designed. I have the materials here already. That's a lot of lava. So where do we want to make the cobblestone farm? Obviously it's on this side of the storage thing. Maybe we'll make it here. Should we make it right here? Yeah, we're gonna make it in this area. We're gonna make it right here because it's not very big. And then our wood farm can be back here. Melon and pumpkins can be here. Yeah, so let's start getting to get work on that. Now the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna line it up with this pipe. So we're gonna cheat. We're gonna cheat a little bit. And instead of having like a super long pipe that goes down that way and then goes over, we're just gonna connect it right there. So to start this off, we need this to be 2 blocks. We'll start it right here. And we need to build a little tower like this. Now, I don't know how many of you guys actually know this design. It's a very like compact design. That's why I like it. It's also super easy, and it produces a lot of cobblestone. Small farm, small footprint, a lot of cobblestone, and that's all we need. So this is the first step. We need these like weird looking obsidian towers. So then from here, let's go ahead and let's grab a couple pieces of dirt because we are going to need some. So then from here, we need to place these down, right? And one here in the middle. And now we're going to put up this cobblestone. So what this is going to do is this is actually where the cobblestone is going to be generated, and as you might notice, it completely fills in this spot. Let's go ahead and place our obsidian down also, and then we can get rid of these blocks. And so this is where our our TNT is actually going to land. It's going to land on this one little block in here, and it's going to blow up the cobblestone. So then from this point, let's see, we don't need those. We need our stairs and our trap doors, and we're going to need our water buckets. What we have to do is we have to take our trap doors and place 2 of them back here, and then we need to put stairs all the way up and then over here on the front as well. And then we're gonna need to waterlog all of these. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. So here's our water done. Now we need our glass. And now our glass, if I can find it, here it is gonna go on all sides of this thing. So it's gonna like block in this water. So these need to come up just like this. And now we're gonna do it on the other sides. Also guys, real quick, I did want to mention, you know, I don't know how many returning viewers are, but at I would say the beginning of when I started making YouTube videos, I was in the process of graduating college and in the process of finding a job. I have finally found one. And what I am finding is it is incredibly difficult. Well, not incredibly difficult, but it is more difficult now to actually like find time to record and actually record things. I don't know, just like a completely different schedule. It has been a struggle to find time. So that's kind of the explanation for longer gaps, spans in between episodes for at least my regular viewers. If you're just like a new viewer, this is the first video you watched, welcome. I hope you're enjoying so far. Yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there real quick. So this is now chilling. So now I think the next is we place blocks here for the lava, I think. Let me double check. Yes. Okay, so what we need is all of these lava buckets and our inventory is too full. Let's throw some of that up there. Throw these glass blocks, grass blocks and sand. Yeah, grass. So these are gonna be in here like this, right? And then our lava is just gonna go a source block on every single one, just like this. We're gonna build up to make this a little bit faster and then get these all up in here just like this. And now we got to do the same thing on that side. And here is our cobblestone farm. This is it for the most part. This is the bottom part pretty much all done. But now I'm going to have to do the top part, which is the TNT duper. I couldn't remember for a second. And I think I'm going to have to probably look up how to do this again because I don't want to mess this up. You want to place everything perfectly. So let's do a quick time lapse as we get the top part, the TNT duper in. And then this thing almost is going to be ready to go. All right, homies, here it is. Here is the finished product. Now we just need to test it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna flip this lever and hope it works. The moment of truth. Okay, it's going, and I think it's working. We just have to wait. Okay, there's the TNT and there's the cobblestone. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So if we take a little peek in here, you guys can see what's happening. So the TNT drops obviously and blows up, and the 4 generators here, the water flows and makes the cobblestone, and then it like closes up the gaps obviously before it blows up, and then it makes the cobblestone and flushes it out here for us to pick up. Now, how much do we have already? Well, it just blew up from the TNT. I just realized. Let's turn this off real quick. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Turn this off. I just realized something. This may be too close to here because if the blocks are here and they're like going up, this might blow up the cobblestone. Okay guys, you know what? Never mind. We're not getting resources yet. We're conducting a science experiment. That's right, we're scientists on this channel today. So instead of just building something and hoping it works, we're gonna put some cobblestone on each of these blocks and we're gonna see if the TNT will actually blow them up. And then we're gonna put some on this block as well. Not right there, not right there. No, no, we're just gonna throw some right there. So now we have some on all 3 levels. And now let's go ahead and flick our lever. Let's see if all of these get blown up. Oh wait, I think we may be good, guys. I think we're rocking and rolling. So clearly, oh, well, I guess it's not getting blown up. Oh, okay. It did that time. So I guess it's really hit or miss, but it looks like more often than not, the stuff doesn't get blown up, especially like, look, we have stuff piling up here, which is even closer than these ones. And why can't I land it on the block? Please, on the block. It's fine most of the time. So I don't think it's that big of a deal, especially because we're going to be getting so much of it. Okay, science experiment is conducted. Our scientific research has been a success. Now time for our favorite part of working here in the industrial district, mangrove tree farming. Alright guys, so after further review, we ended up having a bunch of mangrove left over. We have all these trapdoors still, so hopefully this is enough for this small little project here. Okay, wonderful. So this appears to be working. Let's turn it on and see what happens. I'm pretty confident it's gonna work, guys. I don't know. You tell me. Do you think it's gonna work? Guys, comment down below if you think it's gonna work. Hurry, hurry. Sorry, I apologize for that. Anyways, cobblestone. Yes. No. Maybe so. What's happening? What is happening here? Oh, there it goes. There it goes. And it goes up. Wonderful. And it goes in before it gets blown up. And look at it just fly across. Look at it go. Look at it go, guys. It's so wonderful. We can watch it. We can watch it right here together. There's nothing. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Wonderful. So now we're farming cobblestone as well. We're almost done here in the industrial district. But now that this farm's done, what's next? This is a pretty short episode. Sorry, that's it, guys. Episode's over. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Just kidding, guys. We're actually going to build a second farm. And the reason we did the cobblestone farm first is because we're going to need a lot of this. So I'm going to let this farm for a little bit, and then we're going to hop into our next project. We're going to knock out three sections today. All right, guys. So it's been a little bit. We have a bunch of cobblestone now. So I think this is going to be enough. So what we're making now is the pumpkin and melon farm. And it's going to be here under the sugarcane farm, right? We have this nice flat area, but we needed all that cobblestone because we're going to have to make observers and pistons. So we're gonna have 6 plots of land, so like 6 of the full 9x9 boxes here. Now I need to measure out and make sure there's like enough space here. So we got plenty of space here. This is where the first one is gonna be, and it's gonna go all the way down that way. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna have a centerpiece right here, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. How did that happen? And then we should have another center one here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Break one here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna stop right here. Okay, wonderful. So that we could make this way bigger if we wanted to, but I don't think we really need to. Mainly just for trading and just because I want to make a farm. Okay, so now we just need our water buckets in here, obviously, so we can farm our farmland. And now we just need to hoe the grass. Don't think about it too much, guys. Alright guys, so we got our farmland ready, and after doing it, I don't know why I did the whole ground. I forgot this has to be checkerboard, so that was a little bit of a waste of time, but oh well. So now we just gotta go in here and start placing the, what are these? Pumpkins. Now the thing here is I unfortunately haven't been farming melons, so we only have 60 seeds. You know, it's actually using less than I expected. Okay guys, so our pumpkins are all in. Our melons are about halfway in. We need probably about another stack or so. In the meantime, what do we need? So we're gonna need a bunch of rails, mine carts, pistons, observers, right? And we're gonna have to mine out a little area underneath, and then of course, you know, connect it up to the tube of doom up there. All right guys, so here is everything that we need for this farm. It's just a bunch of redstone, not this, I forgot that's there. You can see we have a lot of stuff that's grown also, and it's gonna make one part of this easier. It's gonna make another part harder. But in the meantime, what we need to do is we need to mine out underneath this place. So what we're gonna need is we're gonna need a double row of hoppers, and then we're gonna need like a single row of rails all the way down. So let's see, how far down does this go? And it should be good right here. Perfect, wonderful, amazing. And then on this spot, we just need this to go all the way down. Oh, that's not good. I forgot a part. I forgot I need slabs. Hold on guys, let's go grab some slabs. All right, I was gonna use a different type, but we just decided to use the bamboo because it's, you know, right here in our farm. We need to waterlog all these spots so that way, like, the water isn't gonna flow down. Waterlogging was such a good change. That it's so amazing. It makes things like this so much easier. So now we should be able to go right underneath. Wonderful. Wonderful. So here is our area. I didn't pick up all the dirt because I didn't care to. Let's grab our redstone torches because I just realized I think I did this wrong. Yes, I did. This just needs to go one block deeper. Also guys, there's like a water pond back underneath here. I was like mining and then next thing I know it's flooding my farm in here. But yeah, I don't know what this is here for. Why this is here. Pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, sure. A little water pond. We can go swimming. Yeah, swimming. Anyways, so 3 lines of redstone torches, and then we just go ahead and slap these down. Make sure not to miss one. Wonderful. And then cover this back up. So I have a funny story for you guys. We're gonna talk as we build this farm. So you know how we just built this cobblestone generator, right? We use a lot of cobblestone. Another thing that I use a lot of is stone, right? Stone. It's a wonderful block with building repeaters and yeah, stuff like that. So my brilliant genius brain was like, hey, why don't we make a stone farm, right? Sounds smart. Sounds pretty easy. You know, let's make an automatic stone farm. Great idea. I go in my creative world, start working on it, figured it out, was tinkering around with it, playing around with it, and I was like, okay, yeah, this makes sense. This is gonna work. Next thing I decide to do is I'm like, we need a way to automatically collect this. Let's use TNT, of course. You know, TNT is very easy. And I'm like, yeah, this is gonna work. I go to test the TNT to see like how big the radius is. Light up the TNT, go to test it, and what happens? Well, the TNT blows up the stone and it turns to cobblestone. Who would have guessed it? Stone breaking turns to cobblestone. Who would have imagined that? Not me, that's for sure. So yeah, anyways, our idea for a stone farm ended up not working, clearly. So we got to come up with another idea. I think what I may do is I may just make one of those like kind of semi-manual ones where it like makes the stone, and then you just kind of stand there and mine the stuff. Yeah, I wanted to share that funny little story with you guys because I thought it was pretty ridiculous. But all right, let me finish placing all these rails down, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so here is our rail line. Now the next thing is we need our hoppers down. How we're gonna do this is we're gonna have that one going that way and this one going down. So what we're gonna do with the melons is we're gonna have them automatically craft into like the full melon blocks. I don't want the slices. I don't plan to eat the melons, honestly. Who actually eats the melons? The only thing the melons would maybe be useful for is, I guess, potions, but we can always just break a melon to do that. So now we need to place our minecarts in. This is gonna get really loud. 2, 3. I was about to say, why is this one not going? Duh, it needs a solid block at the end. That's right, guys. Oh, hello. Make sure you have solid blocks at the end of your minecart line. That way your minecarts will actually move. Okay, cool. So this is done. Let's cover this up because we don't need to go in here anymore. Now the last thing, we just need these pistons and the observers. So how this farm is gonna work, we're gonna take the observers and we're gonna place them face down on every single plant like this if it wants to place. So then when this has a status update and it like farms over to the side, this will activate. And then immediately next to it, next to all of them, we're going to have pistons, but not like this. This is the hard part because we're gonna have to be like underneath them like this, and we're gonna have the pistons down like this, and it's just gonna activate it, push them down, and it's gonna break these, and then they'll be picked up by the minecarts. That means we just gotta walk along and keep placing them on all the plants, just like this. Alright guys, so here it is, our platform of doom. We have all the observers and all the pistons put in now, so you can see how it looks, right? The observers see this move, and then it'll activate the piston. Well, first we're gonna put some glass around the whole thing to kind of keep the pumpkins and everything inside. So let's do that real quick. Okay, and just like that, our farm is now closed in, and oh, thankfully this guy got off of it. So now all the melons and pumpkins are going to be inside the farm. And now how is this actually going to work? Well, we're going to need redstone over this entire thing. Every single block needs a piece of redstone. So let's go ahead and fill this thing up. We ran out of redstone. I guess 31 blocks is not enough for this thing, but you can see it activating, right? So every time it updates, it activates a whole bunch of pistons and it eventually sorts itself out. So most of them have been harvested already, actually. We are going to put some torches, not torches, we're going to put some levers on here to actually like turn this thing on and off because it actually does kind of cause a lot of lag. Alright guys, our farm is fully up and running now, so every time a single one of these activates, a whole bunch in the area around activate also. Is it a little overkill? Maybe, just maybe, but you know what, it's fine. It's totally fine. In the meantime, we're gonna pause the farm actually. Let's grab some levers from our handy redstone box. And now if we just throw them here on the glass, we can turn off the majority of the farm. We'll flip both of these, and then I think we may just need one. Let's see, are all these powered? And are all these powered? I think so. I think we only need 4 of them. Put the last one here and power the whole thing. Okay, so now the farm is deactivated. It's not going to farm anything because we got to do the redstone, the tube. We want that to come up. We'll make it come up right here. We need to find our, oh, better place that back. We need to find this spot. We're going to have to do a bunch of redstone down here. So let's see. Wow. Oh, wow. There's a lot of stuff in here already. I just realized this isn't going to be exclusively melons coming in this side. There are going to be some pumpkins that end up on this side, which will mess up the auto crafter. And the only way to fix that is to add a separate item sorter, pulling out the pumpkins and then going into an auto crafter. Let me figure this out. All right, homies, so we're back and I did some quick testing and we came up with a solution. This is not the solution. This needs to Oh, what just happened? A stack of melon blocks. I mean, okay. What we need to do is get our hopper back on there like that. Then we need to slap a chest on the front right here. Just nope, nope, not like that. There's too much melons. There's too much melons. Oh, we need that minecart. Okay, whatever. We'll come back to this. The plan here is we're just gonna make a little automatic sorter, and to do that, we're gonna need a comparator. Oh, I didn't think about this. The redstone torches are gonna get in the way. Okay, even newer strategy. The redstone sorters are going off to the sides. So what we need is we're gonna need a solid block on each of these, right? We're gonna need a comparator on both of these. And then we need a hopper on this one and a hopper on this one. One is gonna be pulling out the pumpkins and one is gonna be pulling out the melons. All right, so we got this wonky setup. We need a repeater there, right? And then a repeater there. And then we need to take our redstone torches and place one there and place one there, and then we need our redstone dust across the top. And where's the rest of my redstone dust? Okay, we got our redstone dust. These need to go across here, and now this should be good. Yeah, that's our sorter. That's our sorter. Okay, so this one needs to be this one needs to be the pumpkins. We need to just pull all this out. Why am I still getting, what can I put in here? What can I put? We need some bamboo. We need some bamboo buttons. Bamboo buttons. Fill these spots up. That needs to be all bamboo. This needs to be all melons. So then from here, we're gonna have a dropper, and then we're gonna have a hopper right there. And then this is gonna be 2 hoppers down, just like this. We're gonna have to change how we put this guy. Either way, this has to be like this. Actually, this should make this easier. Yes, this is actually gonna make this way easier. So we're gonna need a solid block here. We're gonna need a crafter here. This needs to have all 9 filled. We need the comparator to come out the side and this comparator to come out the side. And then we need a repeater here and we need redstone here. So now when this fills up with our melon slices, it makes a melon and puts it in here. Now, how are we gonna power these things? Let's just throw some observers down and see what happens. I don't think this one's gonna power. Yeah, it only powers this one, so we can't power that one. What if we do something like this? So this is obviously gonna power this one, right? Yes. And then if we just take a third one and put it like that, it powers this one as well because it's catching that one that's activating. Okay, cool. Now we can fill all this in. We don't need any of this open anymore. The other thing we can do now is we can get rid of these stairs because in theory, we don't need this to open. This is always gonna have stuff going in there and it should just pull it out. So here's where the water's gonna come out and then everything is gonna flow up and go into the tube. Now we just need to get some trapdoors connected up and we'll be all finished. We got our trapdoors. We have a stack and some. I don't think it's gonna be enough, but we're just gonna see how far it gets us. You guys think I can make this? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Parkour skills. Parkour skills. Spoiler alert, we didn't have enough trapdoors. Guess it's time to farm some more mangrove. All right, more trapdoors. Woo! We're back on the come up. Let's go ahead and place the rest of these. I don't know why I didn't start closing them as I was placing them up here. Okay, perfect. We got our double tube here. And you know, now we have more trapdoors than we needed. Let's grab some water and grab our kelp. Also guys, it's currently raining here right now. It's nighttime. It's raining. Peak Minecraft playing environment. I love when it rains, especially late at night. I already like when it rains, but when it rains at nighttime, it just makes it even better. It's actually kind of loud. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear it. Probably not, you know, just putting that out there. You might not be able to hear the rain, but it is raining pretty hard. Just want to let you guys know. Anyways, we're going to place our 2 water sources right here. That's going to flow all the way to the end, and we're going to pop on down in here. Going to place this all the way to the top. Now, the good thing is we know this part is going to work. This part always works. The one we maybe should have tested first should have been this part. Let's just turn it on and find out what happens after I eat some carrots. And yeah, let's just watch and find out what happens. It should start working, I hope. We see, what was that? Were those seeds? Why are there seeds going through? What is going on here? Oh, I see the issue. If you guys are confused on what's happening, the observers are actually powering the dropper. Yeah, these observers, they're powering the crafter. So this is not gonna work actually. Oh wow, I'm real glad that didn't mess up anything. Guys, I'm gonna be so for real right now. I don't know why I just didn't have the auto crafter spit out the items into the water stream. That might have been the smarter thing to do. Okay, let's test this. Let's try to put an observer here and then we'll put another one here And we'll see, does that power? It does. It does power that. Well, we need to find a new strategy, guys. Guys, I'm actually an idiot. I didn't start recording. To give you a brief recap, we figured out a solution for our problem here. All we did, we just made this a water source, put the crafter here, and it just throws the blocks out into the water stream. It's very easy, very simple. I don't know why I didn't think of that. The next thing we're trying to do is we're trying to put these observers here to power this guy, and hope it doesn't power anything else around here. And I don't think it is. It doesn't appear to be affecting this, the item filter. And now if we take a look, we should see melons and eventually pumpkins coming out of this in soon. Pumpkin, there it goes. Okay, perfect. Our melon and pumpkin farm is now working. And with that being said, that is going to wrap up this episode today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We built a couple farms, our cobblestone farm back there, and this probably pretty niche use melon and pumpkin farm. Why? Just because we wanted to. Hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to leave a like if you did. Subscribe for more videos like this. Check out memberships, all kinds of cool perks. You can get your name here in the credits. Get the download link to this world along with some other worlds I put in there. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care, everyone.